What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Apologist Ace Attorney for potentially the last time.
Yeah?
When we left off, we're back in court. We officially accused Gavin of the murder of Drew Misham and the attempted murder so far of the daughter, Vera Misham.
Yeah.
And we've seen his devil that was
hand.
seen through the thing.
It was terrifying.
And
Tends to unnaturally. That is the most accurate term I could use, is unnaturally.
Yeah. And let's assume for the sake of argument that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Were all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get someone...
That's Paula.
You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Nah. Then it must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way all the same. And I found it too.
His face.
This is how you poison Mr. Misham. Now, okay, so are we just gonna, okay. So wait. How should we go about this?
That's true.
Cause, number one, can I zoom in over here? Zoom in. Zoom, enhance, examine, because the stamp's there.
Yeah.
The stamp. It's of the Grammarys, isn't it? Why did Mr. Wright give me this letter right before the trial? Also, the music sounds messed up right now.
Oh, wow, it does, yeah.
What can it mean? Let's try and get the heck out of here soon. So, you know what? Well, you know, I'm confident in the rest of it. So...
Doesn't it sound better now? Oh, no,
iffy.
it's still a little poppy.
I'm actually not sure which one to do. I'm gonna go ahead and
I would say the stamp.
Just in case, because I never know what these kind of
I'd
things.
say the stamp, and then he's gonna be like, oh, well, how did you know...
Yeah,
and then it'll be like,
ya.
look, it's on here from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure this murder of stamp requires no introduction. Then when Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. Actually, it was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So I understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes. This stamp was found in your prison cell. Shattered, motherfucker. Cracked like a bone.
Nope.
But he's gonna be a tough cookie to crack, I feel.
Oh,
it.
yeah. He's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. That is all, Your Honor.
Order, McDonald's. Okay. Poison on the back of that stamp.
After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to his witness's cell. Phoenix Wright.
Daddy?
That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness.
Damn.
Let me clarify this matter, Justice. I need to recall witness Spock Brushell's testimony. Well, that's the thing. See, if they put it in the envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was a mere coincidence that he used it that night.
That would seem to be the case.
Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? Nah.
Yeah, he does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder.
But what? Yo! Really, Clavier. You should be seeing through those weak-spined bluffs by now.
Jeez.
He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Misham would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell.
Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say.
You simply had something to say in the first place. I believe defense's bluff has been called.
Oh.
The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph.
Oh, damn.
Clavier? Honestly, I wanted to believe you. But the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Kristoff.
Oh, oh, damn, what are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin?
There, forehead. What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Misham. Yeah? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp.
Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned.
Tell me. It needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by that stamp. That's all. Coincidence? Kristoff, he tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject.
Oh.
If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier?
The truth.
I could ask you the same question, Kristoff. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency.
But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony.
Very well, I shall take his claim head on then. Justice? What? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter?
Apollo, motive. He's talking about a motive.
Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could want to kill a painter.
Now here's something. Why did he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose.
So, what does it mean?
It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive.
A motive for murder. It's a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please reconsider it. Reconsider too if you want. Consider this when making your statement.
I'd say it's about this vital.
Damn.
That's pretty vital. Where'd this bar come from, by the way?
Where, Mr.
Why is it above my head? What is this?
It's floating above everyone.
I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence.
Like the angel's death. Inevitable. Waiting for us all. Okay.
Jesus.
Let's see what you have for us. What reason did Kristoff Gavin have wanted to murder Drew Misham?
Do. Let me save quick just in case I fuck things up somehow. Doop. There we go. Okay. So,
Beautiful, beautiful.
what is the evidence that we have for wanting to kill Drew Misham? So we have the letter from Misham. Letter posted by Drew Misham just before dying. Poison traces found on the stamp. Don't know if that's going to be it. We have the notebook page. That was actually from the last thing. So I don't think that's going to matter right now. I wonder why we have that, though. Huh. That came forward with us.
Yeah.
That's strange.
That's the page that
Actually-
his daughter...
Actually, this could potentially be it because he was
Yeah,
the one
'cause
that wanted
he's the client.
He's the client for that forgery.
And so he probably wanted to kill him so that he wouldn't be outed as the client. you
So
know?
actually, that's one of the best guesses that we have right now.
'Cause that doesn't make sense.
That's the unfinished painting.
You want to examine that just in case?
I mean, I know it's the unfinished one, and it's the same examination. I'm like, oh, why does this look different on the back? And now we know it's because it was covering up
Yeah.
all kinds of things. So honestly,
I just don't know if examining it would change anything game-wise.
it usually doesn't. That's just like the see the end. So actually, I think the notebook page
I
is
think
the
so
best
too.
guess.
I'm going right for it.
It'd
Right
either
for
be the
throat.
notebook page or the letter from Misham. So let's go with this.
Yes.
Kristoff Gavin's motives becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place.
Why was that?
Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years.
Yeah.
Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before. Page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Gramarye's diary.
Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This is the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven. The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter?
Jeez, my neck just cracked. Did you hear that?
This is the first page. I wonder if the mic picked that up.
I wonder. Sign the papers and send in
The enclosed envelope and the enclosed stamp within 3 days, and I remind
Oh
you
yeah.
about the. And there's the second.
Speak of this to no one. Yep.
Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham at the client who requested that forgery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? Like a
Oh my
child?
god, why is everyone brrring all over the place outside?
That's always the question around here.
Fucking vroom,
The client
vroom.
who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone connections to the forgery.
To keep them from talking?
See, that's what I said.
But he made a mistake.
The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years.
Because she liked it so much.
Your forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us?
Yeah.
The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. And the two stamps together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright.
No.
Really, dude?
That's a stretch. He's like,
Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down. Oh, then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began.
Oh, old boy. I'm, here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with spiky hair.
And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I'm asking the impossible. Oh, previous attorney.
Yeah.
That could be how he knows Gavin.
Yeah.
I understand I'm asking the impossible view. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happens yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery.
Yep.
The day before? Now here's a question. Just who was Shady Nigmar's previous defense attorney?
He's like,
No. This can't all be.
Yep.
But it's all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin.
Boom.
Order! Goodness gracious. What is the meaning of this, witness? I mean, defendant? That former lawyer?
Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin. And impossible to prove if you can't.
What?
Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim?
That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Your forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence? Huh?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy.
Evidence. Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago.
Jesus.
Clavier? Just prove it! Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case.
He must have thought of some evidence. Apollo!
Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him. And proof is the only way I can.
With a duel.
What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham?
Well, Mr. Does this. You claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it!
It can be proven.
Yeah.
Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not.
He's like, stop.
Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am.
Yep.
Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Very well, but if you're wrong about this, prepared for penalty.
Well then, Your Honor, you do the defense in injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion?
Holy
Ow.
crap.
I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice,
Fine, Your Honor. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham.
The letter, the yellow letter.
I have something that clearly does this job.
very well, Mr. Justice, present your evidence. So it's the link between our witness and Drew Misham.
It's the letter.
I just want to make sure that we can make this be it. Because it's kind of hard to see that, but let me try and examine. There's an address on here and a name I've never heard of. At least I think so. It's too blurry to read. See, that's what kind of throws it off, is that it's a blurry address that we can't really see anything for. But let's take a look at everything else. So we got autopsy report. That's nothing. Notebook page. Remember to stamp. We have the painting that's half done with our stuff. That's still a deal that we need to think about. Letterbox. The red envelope. Let me check this. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting to look at the front of that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Coffee mug. Vera's card. Grammy envelope. Magic show ticket.
It's gotta be the letter from Misham.
Gotta be just in case I don't think
Yeah,
it's saved,
save.
so I'm gonna shoobity doop doop doop
With that
doop.
kind of penalty, we wanna save.
I mean, I know I'd still have 2 chances, but
yeah, but still.
all right, the letter from Misham. Even though it shouldn't, let's give it a shot. I'm worried that's not gonna be it.
Hey, it is.
This evidence proves there's a link.
Objection.
That scrap of paper. I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't.
Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting.
Wait, what?
Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this?
I see now. Yes, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell. Except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? Did he switch out evidence already? Did he plant that for Phoenix to pick up? Expecting us to use that?
Wait. What?
I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Well, you mean this letter was in your cell?
No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit.
Well, if it isn't a forgery, if it is a forgery, it's not a very good one. Handwriting's terrible.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction?
When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. What? He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail.
So he like rewrote it as he saw it.
Regardless. Twitch, 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 twitch.
Yeesh.
This mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Prosecutor Gavin?
You.
As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please.
Defense's claim is denied.
What?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record.
Better luck next time, Justice.
Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Did we just hit a bad ending?
Paulo, do something!
I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him.
Very well. Sends a special witness's cross-examination.
Oh, never mind. Okay, we're safe still. The show's over yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years, and I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Kristoff? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor. Your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier.
Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin.
Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important to you?
The truth.
You amuse me, Air Forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me even if I tried. Huh? In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago.
Bam.
Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Airwright? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Better Chrissy put the current cross-examination on hold. Prosecutors would like to call a new witness. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, jeez. Hello.
State your name and occupation for the court record. Nim, 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 nim.
He's grown up.
I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. You didn't find anything unnatural about it?
Unnatural?
Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence.
Yeah.
And the next moment, you call in Drew Misham. It was almost as if... What? Well, didn't he say they got tipped off? So I assume it was probably Gavin that was like, hey, I hear there might be some fake evidence. Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if-
Kristoff fucking...
From the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence.
Ah!
Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew because you told me, Kristoff.
I had a feeling.
What? What? It's what? It was the night before the trial. Clavier? Kristoff, I'd seen you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial.
He's
Oh,
just cracking
Jesus
his
Christ.
guitar.
I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen,
Dang.
I want you to call in a special witness. Then...
So he just laid it all out with lies.
Yeah. I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoff know so much?
Because it was fake.
Prosecutor Gavin. Kristoff, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
The victim's belongings?
Which would have included Magnifi's diary, wouldn't it?
Damn.
Mr. Gavin?
My, Clavier. You disappoint me. You find trees yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what is going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing.
Apollo!
I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could, and I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery.
Here we go. Story time.
2 cards. 1 card. I don't know how to play poker. Shit. Showdown time. I guess it's probably Phoenix, actually. Enough. Oh, you
Yeah.
lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to do this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker.
Oh yeah,
And
no, because
come-
it was him and Zach. Remember? Because Zach said that he always plays cards with the lawyers that he's considering to defend him.
Yeah.
And if he beats them, then he doesn't want them to defend him.
Yeah. I came to know the conclusion.
Yeah. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete.
Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone.
Jesus!
Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Well, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me and I could not forgive that.
Yeah, but you're showing motive, dude.
Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both got what they deserved. Both deserved what they got.
Same thing.
So I asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence so you could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all that I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier?
This dude's so fucked up.
Tell me, how did that trial end?
Cancelled when the defendant vanished.
Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things a chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years.
Oh yeah.
You know, I always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said every day for 7 years. But I felt it too. Jonah's sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Grimley got robbed after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me?
Yeah.
But wait just a minute. Zach Gramery was seen by this reporter. How was that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years?
Finally. I knew this moment was coming.
Yep.
I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramery, gone missing for 7 years, Tracy's father.
What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him.
Right? Leave it to me.
Go get him. Go get him.
Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler.
I remember him quite well. J.D. Smith, was it?
Okay, Tracy, sit down for a second.
Ooh, poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic.
The details don't really matter right now. What matters is
Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Wow, Judge.
that traveler was Zach Gramery.
What is it, Apollo?
Huh?
What? Keep going. We'll talk about it later.
Did she already know?
What?
Okay.
Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this?
It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Manfred Gramery's death started it. Manfred Gramery's death and his student Zach Gramery the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. I said sexually by accident.
You
I apologize,
did.
everyone. Thinking that, well, I mean, that's a spin-off for another episode,
Oh
I
my
guess.
God.
Thinking that Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable.
Leave that to the fan fiction.
He forged evidence. Oh, it's out there, I bet.
It has to be.
Do you miss him?
Actually, it was his daughter Vera who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Precautions?
To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much.
Yeah.
Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atrucanine. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp. I see.
But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Adrodani nail polish, of course. You noticed something requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails.
Ah!
That nail polish was her good luck charm.
Yeah. She very much kidnapped once.
Noir style.
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me.
Yes, apparently she received something, a gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client, the one who wanted that note made.
It was his insurance.
Insurance?
As long as she lived quietly
Geico?
at home, there was no danger to her.
15% or more.
I use progressive,
15
Your Honor.
minutes?
I use progressive, Your Honor.
Oh, but the commercials are funny.
But what if she had to go outside? If you're in any trouble, she'd become nervous.
Do you ever crush on that Flo lady, Apollo? No,
God. And the nail polish would do the rest, Judge.
sorry. Sorry.
This time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously.
I love it when the prosecution teams up with us for the greater good.
Yeah.
It feels good, man.
If you all finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time.
You'd never be able to be a cashier.
Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction.
Uh-huh.
What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves the link between him and the Atroganine that took Drew Misham's life. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you'd like.
Oh my god.
The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom else little we know. We know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Okay, then why did you kill him?
Yeah.
I plead my right to remain silent.
Yeah, of course you do.
Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial has been finished for 6 months now.
People are like, oh.
I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham, who is on trial here.
No, but you were doing so good, Apollo.
As long as there's no evidence to support an accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent.
Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let's assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you.
Don't pull that.
What? Evidence is everything. There's nothing more.
I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Your Honor!
Mr. Justice,
Mr. Bike?
motorcycle man, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well.
Determination.
However,
That's you. Sorry.
However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Christoph. You're right. That is, you would have been right until now.
What?
Huh? What? Did news not reach your desk in solitary? You guys and nature are in this courtroom today.
Oh, yeah.
This is a trial case for a new judicial system.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? That's right. I'd totally forgotten about all that. Whoops.
I hadn't.
The jurist system. Jurists, you say?
The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law.
Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrust the judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers?
Damn.
Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law.
Nonsense, there's only room for two in the courtroom. Me and the law.
Jesus.
Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say.
Wow. Guilty.
They're just sitting there like, dink, dink.
Yeah.
They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Everyone's turned to him.
Yeah.
He just noticed the art just kind of went boop.
Just like the audience is all looking at him. Wow. He's sweating now.
How can you allow this? Incidentally, one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix
That
Wright.
smirk.
Phoenix Wright?
Oh. Satan? You gonna be Satan?
So, everything is leading to this. Of course. Right. Right. Right.
What the fuck? That was terrifying.
Holy
oh.
Liquid Snake? I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You let ignorant swine soil your courts.
He's like, wow.
Well, that's a new pose.
Yeah, it is.
Christoph, it's over. Clavier. Law is absolute. You can't be serious. But what? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law is an absolute. It's filled with contradictions.
I was getting Godot flashbacks.
Yeah.
The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem polished to a gleam through trials and errors. It is the fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. It's always changing, growing, nurturing it is our task as human beings.
Except for you, Christoph. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore.
You almost got him. Yeesh.
I couldn't think of anything to say.
Yeah.
Maybe because I haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to.
I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as the trial of Vermisham, accused of murdering her father. The painter Drew Misham, however, several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Jurors of the court, for the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant Vermisham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter.
Telekinetic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bye.
October 9, 1248. Juris Chambers.
This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vermisham is currently in intensive care.
Hey.
If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. Factors involved are simple. The defendant poisoned her father that night. If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all.
Number 6.
That can be you.
Jurist number 6.
Jurist number 6.
It's literally me. Please, wait.
Yes, jurist number 6.
There's something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists?
That is correct. I've looked in all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case.
With the development of the case? I see.
Does that answer your concern?
I
It's time for your verdict. Make a decision in the case against Vera Misham.
didn't study!
After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well.
Who was jurist number 6 supposed to be?
I have no idea. Is that...
Whoa.
Oh.
This is interesting.
Whoa, hang
Wait,
on. Okay, so this is a...
Wait a second.
Okay, so now... Okay. Number one, I'm gonna save the game, because... Okay, so let's just point out that number one, we're Lamwar. And
wow.
number two, we pick their fate. So we can have 2 endings here in our hands. We can have a good ending.
Dude, for
And
me
a bad
to do
ending.
it was a good call.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Okay, so guilty would be the bad ending, I assume. And then not guilty would be the good ending.
Why would we pick guilty?
I mean, there's 2 endings.
Not guilty.
Let's just go with the not guilty ending. You are innocent. Confirm.
It was under her fucking sleeve.
Of course it was.
Because remember we were talking to you earlier today, but if it was her, where does the bracelet be? God damn it.
Well, and there's all the confirmation you need that Lamwar
We were
is
right.
indeed.
Guys, can we just point out, Evan, he
I got that from a fucking...
You
from
theorize
looking at a
this
stamp.
from looking at her portrait on a stamp.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, that
Yeah.
looks like Lamwar. And we're like...
And then from there, the connections start getting made, and I'm like, it's a possibility.
And the whole eyesight thing and her disappearing and her not remembering stuff and yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Hey! And so, a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2014. I hope I can put that down and go to my regular controller. The first verdict under the jury system. Innocent by unanimous decision.
Oh, unanimous.
The record will show
Jesus.
that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh like anyone ever heard before, or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours.
Oh. Creepy. Ugh.
October 10th, 8:30
That guy is
a.m.,
not well.
the morning after the trial, in intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes.
Yay! She's alive.
But it's Phoenix's room.
Yeah.
Maybe she stayed in the little area next to him.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Hey, roommate. Vera, I'm so glad I
Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too. And proud. You did... Apollo, stop crying. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about... What if Vera...
Hey, now, don't you start crying too. Sorry I had to see us like this.
Oh.
Vera?
Thank you so much. Apollo, thank you.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that.
It's like, I made you bite
If-
your nails.
If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails.
No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm.
Vera?
When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes.
Well, it looks like that. It looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life.
I knew you'd pull through, Vera.
Hey, you wanna fuck?
What?
Oh wait, I forgot you're here, Trusy. Well, I mean, I can't. You're my sister.
What?
What?
I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. Do
No,
a free
really,
commission.
it's okay.
Yep, free commission. Oh, look, it's me. I love it. Thanks.
Apollo. Oh my fucking Is that me?
She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least.
I think she just drew All Might's hair. I don't know.
It's your hair. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is?
The other lawyer?
Oh, you mean Daddy! Except he's not a lawyer anymore. Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize.
I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah.
Here he is.
He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier.
You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all?
You know, I knew my real daddy was alive.
Huh?
I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom.
You have a good point. You do, how?
I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away.
We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I will be watching. And one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary after all.
That laugh,
Oh,
I heard it in my
Trucy.
nightmares.
In the end, you couldn't keep that promise, could he?
It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano.
That he can't.
Oh, and I got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes.
Glad I made your list.
Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know Apollo?
I think you said he had to meet someone.
I wonder. Maybe it's our new mommy. A new mommy, not our. Oh, Trucy? Yeah, Vera, what's up? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat.
Here we go.
Objection!
Not loud enough. I like Miss Magic Underwear better anyway.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Christ.
Get it right.
So, your memories return.
We know exactly who he's talking to.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, was this all a part of your plan, too?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's her. Yep. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamoir. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists.
You're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy.
Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children, 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you.
Are you going to tell them?
They do not know?
Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings.
I will go to them when the time is right. Until then,
Don't worry. I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too.
Aww.
A little annoying at times,
Hey!
but still. Have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside.
Aw.
Your bracelet.
Yes?
I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelet's for the strangest of all.
It's weird seeing him like that.
I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office.
Boom.
And then I met you. 2 fates destined to intertwine. And I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that.
That must have been trippy. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. Eesh. 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned, I am myself once more. For the first time, I'm glad to be alive, Mr. Wright.
Speaking of miracles, Vera Misham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are.
It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes a life is spared.
You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for.
Damn.
And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, it needs some work.
Yeah.
But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel. Here comes justice!
Oh my god. Jesus. I like him to just be screaming objection at top of his lungs in his room. That's how he... I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I've found my long-lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Grammary. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy.
Has she opened it yet, or does she know?
Maybe.
Seriously, Grammary, thankfully I got my doubts, but that Grammary, now that'll pack him in.
Oh, God. Okay, so she knows.
Yeah.
Woo! On a table.
Cool. Polaroids. No.
Is this Monster Prom? Is this the inspiration for Monster Prom?
Hey, boy.
It's not every day you get a Draw the Rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Gavineers are breaking up.
Ooh, that's right, yeah.
The news calls to run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking...
You're the real stars now. Look forward to our next jam session.
I used to hate you.
Under the table.
That happens to me with prosecutors. I find
Yeah.
them so annoying and arrogant and then at the end of the game, I'm just like, I love you. That's happened with
Oh, man.
Edgeworth. That happened with, okay,
Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it,
happened with Doe.
I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam. Again.
Do it.
It's not like there's 2 more Phoenix Wright games coming out. Anyways.
Leave him alone.
No, he's doing what he's destined to do.
Yeah.
Get people thrown behind bars. Even when he's not a lawyer,
I
he's
know,
getting people
for
thrown behind
7
bars.
years he was putting a case together.
Pretty much. Oh, boy.
So I was standing around eating snackoos the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if there were golden? Could you imagine the crunch, or better yet, make them ding? Ah, the power of science. Well, the preservatives might not be 100% safe. Making snackoos out of gold. 100% gold. Girl, you wouldn't be able to eat them. Like, I know there's like, you know, gold flakes with stuff.
They'd also cost a shitload of
Yeah,
money.
they would. Oh, you. In unlikely event you are wanting Russian feast, come to Borscht Boat Club. The only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. That, but the greater challenge is being required. Don't remember anything. Come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. I think it was close to that. Close enough, whatever.
It's fine.
Weird pirate lady.
Yeah. Okay, so how many people are gonna go through? Are we gonna see a news reporter dude next?
Oh, God.
Or are we gonna bring in the one case that didn't tie to everything else with Walkie? I don't care what he's
Trucy
doing.
Grammary has a nice ring to it.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh. Cut you. So Kentucky Pastries is getting back to its eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture time. It's you.
This is how we write root, capiche?
But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time. Oh, yeah, that weird. I forgot.
This is how we write people. All
I
right.
forgot his eyes. I forgot.
Yeah.
Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Oh, kids. Shut up, Ma! Excuse you! Let me hit you with this broom.
God.
Bazoid!
Oh, yeah.
Chinese cake design cake was such a fine idea from 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you want to make it today? You gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yo, what's that I made?
That's what.
OG cracker for real. I know it don't look like an old cracker G. What you want me to call it? The OG muffin?
Fuck.
God.
He's never been quite right in the head.
I don't mind not seeing him again ever in my
Same.
life.
I don't know.
I don't know where all this talk about food has come from. Yes, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever.
Oh my god.
I got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl.
Oh god.
Why pretend? Everything is about the salt.
Yeah?
Salt forever.
Oh, where's the harmonica?
Oh, it's got
Where is
put
it?
away.
No, it's here. Did you get? No.
Oh my god. You have to on the
Nailed
last
it.
one.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh yeah.
God, so much. Oh,
My
God.
exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me an unequivocal adoration in my department. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stickler and Wesley Sticky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko reporting. Yes,
What?
curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure.
The sickness of being a panty snatcher, you little fuck. Anyways,
I think he misinterpreted his new nickname.
He's
He's like, yes, I'm the cure. No, you're literally a sicko.
Oh God, I don't need a where are they now for the. It's all the second case. I don't need any of that anymore.
You don't like these? I love
Well,
these.
no, I do, but you gotta remember this. The second case of the game is the only case that didn't involve other. Oh God.
I don't know how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song.
Hey, where'd you get that bracelet from?
Oh, she's so fucking pretty. Like,
Yeah, you right.
Jesus.
Okay, I don't imagine how much more. Oh, there we go. Brushel.
Brush.
Brushel here, back on the beat with another interview.
Oh my god.
Eh? How do you feel about how things turned out?
Oh,
Gavin?
yeah, he's in the cell.
How do you feel, Liquid Snake? No scoop, you're a journalist confident in mind condition and main condition.
Mint.
And quote. Guys, use the force on me.
Oh my god. He made me do this with my own hand.
Oh God.
She's so pretty. Okay. I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find out what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. Aw. You can draw a smiley face.
Yo, let's get dinner sometime.
Oh! The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. She's so... Oh,
Mr. Hat.
she's so
That's what she truly cares about, Mr. Hat.
Mr. Hat fan art.
Oh God. Vera X Mr. Hat.
Aww. Look at that.
That's adorable.
Damn. Look at
Hello.
Hello. The next game is all about me.
Oh man, I want the Mr. Hat spinoff.
Objection.
Okay. Well, that was Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
Damn. I liked that. I mean,
Yeah.
it had some weird parts.
Yes, I mean the biggest thing with
It
this
had
game,
some frustrating parts.
and some people talking about it in the comments. When we're recording this, the video just came out today. Breaking the fourth wall here. The video just came out today. When we were having our frustrations before I made the walkthrough of us going with the Mason system.
yeah. The
And,
Mason system
um,
was weird.
Some people were talking about, and I knew this beforehand, but the Ace Attorney series was supposed to end with the Phoenix Wright trilogy. It wasn't supposed to go on, but Capcom wanted it to keep going, so they kind of
Understandably.
they pulled the creator to come back in, and he didn't want to keep the Phoenix Wright story going because he figured it ended where it was.
Yeah.
So he made a new character, Apollo Justice, for this game.
He made a new OC.
And he didn't even want Phoenix to be involved, but Capcom insisted. So
Capcom's like, money.
This wasn't exactly like as passionate writing wise for the creator was.
I could
And
tell.
this is actually the last Ace Attorney game that's written by the original writer and
Oh.
creator.
Really?
The next 2 games were done by different writers, so they'll have their own, they might have their own different feeling to them.
Interesting.
But the original writer did come back to make what was the 2 newer games that are called like The Great Attorney or something like that. It's going to be tough to find those because they haven't been localized for America yet, and I don't know when they will be. Some people have done fan translations. It's just kind of hard to get a hold of those very often.
Yeah.
So that'll take some hunting, but next time we're going to be jumping into the next one, which is we're going to do the next one in the main series. That's going to be Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, I think, is the next one. I'm going to double check that, but I think it's Dual Destinies. That's the next one.
I think so too.
And we'll do an update video here soon to tell you guys about what we're doing going forward, so things are kind of made apparent on where all the content's going all the time. But
now
so
that this big journey has come to an end.
finally. But we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a
With
good day
more-
or night or both.
Absolutely. Day, night,
Take your
evening,
pick.
morning. If you watch this every morning for breakfast, then that's what you do. Is that right? That's not where we're ending on. No, I fucked everything up. Oh no, I've made the outro bad.
Have a great new year.
Have a great already new year. Yes, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the hour-long marathon of
Happy
Apollo
new
Justice.
week, new year, new you, new channel.
We are
New channel. Let's delete this. Let's move on.
we are a nightmare.